Hello. Good morning, everybody. May I ask that we compose ourselves? I know it's a very exciting day. May we just all be a bit silent and seated and settled as we await our academic procession to arrive. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Aida Mutlana. To our new graduates, I may be known as a lecturer in the prosthodontics department, but today I will be your program director. I welcome you all to this joyous occasion, this exciting moment where we come to celebrate the culmination of a very long 5-year journey that has been intercepted by so many things, including COVID, remote learning, learning how to do things online, making sure that you stay awake while the online lecture is going on. So welcome. I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests, the dignitaries and introduce them, and I'll ask that as I mention your name, just lift a hand, you do not have to stand up. The first one is the Dean of our Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Diaga. Professor Steenkamp, who is our Deputy Dean of Teaching and Learning. Our Acting Vice Principal for Student Life and the Deputy Dean of Stakeholder and Relations, Professor Senkubuche. I believe she's absent, she's in Zambia, but we do acknowledge her in her absence. Professor Mashamba Thompson, the Deputy Dean of Research and Postgraduate Studies. The Chief Director of Oral Health and Therapeutic Services in Gauteng Department of Health, Dr. Daisy Pekani. I believe she's also not here, but we welcome her nevertheless, or we acknowledge her. The Chairperson or the CEO of the School of Dentistry, Professor Shangasi. And now I will move on to our heads of departments. The Head of Department of Community Dentistry, Professor Bayat. The Head of Department of Dental Management Service Sciences, Professor Sophie van der Berg-Kloete. The Head of Department of Maxillofacial and Oral Surgery, Professor Mabongo. The Head of Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Pathology, Professor Kungwani. Head of Department of Odontology, Professor Vali. Head of Department of Orthodontics, Professor Hlongwa. Head of Department of Periodontics and Oral Medicine, Professor Kamisa. Department of Prosthodontics and House Mother, Head, Professor Elam Sykes. The Program Manager and the Education of the School of Dentistry, I'm sure we can all acknowledge the school would not run without him, Professor Posma. And the one who has been making sure that we as lecturers do our job, the Chairperson of the Tutoring Committee, Professor Dr. Nkambule. I'm prophesying it's coming. The Assistant Director for Oral Hygiene and Class Guardian for the 3rd years in Oral Hygiene, Professor Van Wyk. And the Class Guardian of the 5th year BCHD, Dr. Muller. And last but not least, we do acknowledge that our students deserve a seat at the table. So the Chairperson of the Dentistry House Committee, Ms. Ace. I believe she's not here. Okay. So on that note, I would like to declare this joyous occasion open. I'm sure many of you would tell you, that anyone who has been a mother will tell you that the minute that you hear that you are pregnant, it becomes a very emotional moment. It's either shock or excitement, but nevertheless, there is some excitement. And as the journey goes, you grow with it. You learn to accept the changes that happen. Some of the changes are wonderful. You eat whatever you like. Some of the changes are not nice because you don't fit in your clothes anymore. The feet swell. The face changes. Sometimes the nose blows up and it looks like a ribbon, you know. But as time goes on and all these changes happen, many will tell you that the 9th month, you're probably very tired. You do not want anything. But the hardest day is the day that you deliver. The labor pains, and sometimes they're prolonged. And I can liken that to the 5-year journey that you've carried. You've been pregnant for 5 years, and we've watched. Worse than an elephant, hey, which is 3 years. But you've been pregnant for 5 years, and we've watched you go through the changes. We've met all sorts of mood swings in the corridors. We've met the criers, we've met the zombies, we've met the ones who just throwing cots out. And I used to tell them, guys, I'm waiting for September. I'm going to see Snorter and Trane and Snorter and Trane. And here we are today. But look at you today. You are beaming, here to carry. You've delivered, and here you are to acknowledge this baby that you've carried for 5 years. So I'd like you to applaud yourself. You've done well. In any family, when the child leaves the house, whether it's for varsity or for marriage or whatever the case may be, we always want the word of the father. So on that note, I will call Professor Diaga to come and address his children.
Thank you, Program Director. It seems to me that I've become a grandfather. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Faculty Executive, Professor Steenkamp, Professor Mashamba Thompson, Dr. Pekani in absence, Professor Shangazi, our CEO of the Orland Dental Hospital and chairperson of the School of Dentistry, heads of departments, directors, staff, parents, family, sponsors, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bachelor of Dental Surgery and Bachelor of Oral Hygiene Declaration Ceremony for the class of 2023. A special word of welcome to the family, members and guardians and loved ones who have taken time out to join us today. I know some of you have traveled long distances. We welcome you all to the Faculty of Health Sciences here at the University of Pretoria. Our faculty is honored to witness and to host today's occasion. To our students, today marks an important milestone in your life as you take the oath and declaration to commit to serve and impact health in society. As you embark on this noble journey of healing and transforming smiles, remember that your dedication and passion for dentistry have the power to brighten the world. One smile at a time. May the oath you take today be testament to the commitment you hold in your heart to bring joy and confidence to those entrusted in your care. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, and may your career be filled with endless opportunities to make a positive impact on the lives of others. As we bid farewell to 2023, it is important for us to acknowledge the contribution, hard work and commitment that our staff has made towards helps us realize our goals of equipping our students with the necessary skills to become #life changers. So graduandi, what you have learned while studying here at UP puts you in the forefront of the discipline and at the frontiers of practice. Your skills are increasingly and critically needed in our own society and across the continent. Please make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will embrace this moment and celebrate the achievements. Acknowledge those who traveled this journey with you. Celebrate with your loved ones, but do not forget the commitment you made towards changing and impacting society by improving lives of many. A new journey awaits you, so enjoy writing your life's new chapter. Congratulations to you all on your success and the birth of your babies. To family, friends, guardians, sponsors, thank you for your support that you've given our students on their quest to their degrees. Young life changers, some final words. Remember, you are in charge of your happiness. I would like to repeat that. You are in charge of your happiness. Smile. You don't own all the problems in the world. And remember, behind every fine dentist or oral hygienist, there is always another healthcare professional or person or family member or loved one. And remember, you are making the world a better place. One good deed at a time, one tooth at a time. I hope you will enjoy the festive season, and please be kind to yourself. Congratulations.
The former and late great president of our country, Tatu Nelson Mandela once said, education is the one weapon we have that we can use to change the world. And on that note, I would like to call the pioneer of teaching and learning, Professor Steenkamp.
Thank you very much. I'm glad I wasn't likened to a grandmother so that I can still feel young. So I can just say I'm the mother of the students, and it's a fantastic job to have. But more formally, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, all protocol observed, there's too many of them, proud families. I mean, I can just imagine, I know how I felt with my students, but as I said, I'm the mother of these students, so I'm also just as proud today. And the remarkable graduates, I must actually say, I was thinking, is this the right word? I'd rather say finalists, near graduates, because we will, when you graduate, also once again congratulate you, of the School of Dentistry. Today is a day of celebration, a day of triumph, and a day of commitment. As we gather here to witness the oath-taking ceremony for the outstanding students, we are not merely recognizing the culmination of years of rigorous study, but also ushering in these near graduates to a profession that is as much an art as it is a science. To the near graduates, I extend my warmest congratulations. Your journey to this moment has been marked by countless hours of dedication, precision, and an unwavering commitment to the pursuit of dental excellence. Today, as you stand on the cusp of your dental careers, you carry with you not only the skills acquired, but also the profound responsibility to the oral health and well-being of your future patients. The oath you are about to take is not a mere formality. It is a solemn pledge to uphold the highest standards of ethics, compassion, and professionalism in the practice of dentistry and oral hygiene. Rooted in the timeless principles of the healing arts, it signifies your commitment to do no harm, to approach your practice with integrity, and to contribute to the betterment of oral health for individuals and communities. As you embark on this noble journey, remember the impact you can have on people's lives. Every smile you restore, every preventive measure you take, and every comforting word you offer contributes to the overall health and confidence of your patients. To the families and friends gathered here, your unwavering support has been the bedrock upon which these near graduates have built their success. Today you share in their triumph, and your encouragement will continue to be a source of strength as they navigate the challenges and joys of their dental careers. So let us celebrate not only the academic achievements, but the spirit of service that defines these finalists as they transition from students to practitioners. May this oath-taking ceremony mark the beginning of a fulfilling and impactful journey for each and every one of you. Congratulations. The future of dental care is brighter because of you. Thank you.
Professor Steenkamp, I want to comfort you and say there's a new terminology for grandmothers who look fly. We call them glammies. So I would like to thank our grandfather and our glammy, our two professors. Thank you for your wise words. As students, I hope that you're taking them to heart and that you will indeed go out there and do no harm, tooth by tooth. Years ago, as I was pursuing a postgraduate study, I met one of the heads of departments in the corridors, and she looked so beautiful. And I said to her, "Wow, you look so nice." And she said, "You know, Ida, no matter what happens, no matter how you feel, never ever look the way you feel." So I think she was trying to say, dress like your future. Vuga geza ubangene. So that wise woman is no other than the head of our school, Professor Shangazi.
Thank you, Program Director. Indeed, you never have to look the way you feel, especially on your worst days. Fake it until you make it. The Dean, Professor De Jager, the Deputy Deans in the faculty, HODs, fellow colleagues, special dignitaries, families, friends, loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, and last but not least, the 2023 graduates. A very good morning to you all. I stand in front of you this morning full of pride because the day that we've all been waiting for is before us. It is indeed a special day as we celebrate the accomplishment of the class of 2023 and witness them take an oath to honor the profession and put the lives of those that they will serve first. Graduates, a huge congratulations to you on reaching this important milestone in your life. Your hard work and perseverance has definitely paid dividends. It might not be money, but it's worth more than gold. Your success has been enabled by the dedicated teaching staff, your mentors, your classmates, support staff, patience. We must never forget the patience. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. And all those who worked behind the scenes that I have not mentioned here today to support you on this journey. A big thank you to each and every one of you for all that you do daily to make sure that the academic platform is a success and our students get what they are here for to the fullest of our potential. Graduates, welcome to the Circle of Life Changers. Before I get carried away this morning, because really my task this morning was to introduce our guest speaker, but I couldn't help it but congratulate you, it's only befitting. Let me now introduce our honorable guest speaker, Ms. Marty Duploy. Marty holds an honors degree in industrial psychology and is a registered psychometrist. She's a practitioner for Nettling Brain Index. With 20 years of experience working in the field of soft skills development, Marty became an accredited life coach with the International Coaching Federation in 2017. She has worked in the field of creativity and innovation for many years and has been involved in human resource management in the banking industry, as well as the automotive industry in her earlier career. Marty has designed several CPD training programs and has been invited on numerous occasions to speak at public events such as the Audiology Conference. So this is not her first, in case you were wondering. She's the author of the book, Magic Happens When You Move, Life Lessons from 10 Ordinary and Brave Amputees. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Marty Duploy as I welcome her to the podium.
You all look so beautiful today. I just need to say it. Dean, Deputy Deans of the faculty, Chair of the school, lecturers, and most importantly, our graduates and their family. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I once saw a commencement address made by actor Jim Carrey. I don't know if you know him, he's that silly guy from Ace Ventura. This was at a graduation ceremony of the Maharishi International University. During this address, he referred to his dad, who wanted to become a stand-up comedian, but instead he decided to go for the conservative choice, like maybe many of the parents here today, and he became an accountant. Jim Carrey refers to his dad, or he recalls that his dad was most of his life depressed and actually at a certain point lost his job. And then he made this profound statement. He said, "I realized that you can fail at what you don't want, so I decided I might as well take a chance and do what I love." Dear graduates, here you are today at the brink of a new chapter in your life. I think you all can go, you've made it. What is so interesting, or I just need to tell you this, you know it, but you've been part basically of an academic system for most of your life, probably since the age of 6. And now the system out there looks quite different, and it can be quite daunting. What I do know is that you definitely take with you, first of all, knowledge when you leave these doors. And I don't want you to doubt yourself, because you really gained a wealth of knowledge during the last few years. And secondly, resilience. You wouldn't have been here today if you didn't have resilience. And I think you can actually give yourself a hand of applause. I wish I could give you today a survival kit. You can ask your parents and some of the sponsors and the lecturers here. We all had occasions where we wished we had a survival kit. And your birth was definitely one of those occasions. And when you became teenagers again. A very clever person, Dr. Paul Torrance, once did develop a survival kit. This was for the fighter pilots during the Korean War, American fighter pilots. And this was in the early 1950s. This survival kit was not the type of kit to help you to survive in the open field or make a fire, but it was to survive mentally. Because Dr. Torrance knew that our minds are our strongest force. Dr. Torrance started to do research on creativity and creative thinking and innovation as early as the 1940s. And later he became known as the father of creativity. He sort of redefined intelligence. His research has shown that pure academic results and high IQ are simply not good enough. Or let me put it this way. In order to succeed in life, you need something else. And he was pretty convinced that that something else had to do with creative thinking. He also did a longitudinal study, listen to this, where he researched 400 respondents for over a period of 30 years. For 30 years he followed them. These people were identified as people who are highly creative. And he used an assessment called the Torrance Test for Creative Thinking to assess them. One of these respondents was an Italian exchange student with the name of Mario Consalvo. He was a pharmacology student, and later years he would be involved with the development of chemotherapy. Dr. Torrenson's findings from people like Mario Consalvo and others were phenomenal. And he developed a term, although it's not in the English dictionary, called beyonders. And I think intuitively, if we hear the name beyonders, we all know what it means. He was of the opinion that there were certain characteristics of these creative people, or beyonders, that made them different from others. These were people who went beyond of what was expected of them. They accomplished a lot in life, and in a certain sense, they made the world a better place. But before I tell you more about the characteristics of the beyonders, let me tell you about another very clever person, Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Now, Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon who also studied psychology. And he wrote a book in the 1960s called Psychocybernetics. I don't know if any one of you heard of that. Dr. Maltz was intrigued with self-image. Why do these beautiful people keep on coming back for more surgery? He was intrigued with the beliefs we hold about ourselves. And he said these beliefs are like pathways in our brains. Today we know we refer to it as neural pathways, but in the 1960s it was a new sort of concept. And he compares it to a dog running up and down a fence. Have you seen those pathways of dogs running up and down a fence? So that is what your brain looks like. You have those type of pathways in your brain. We can also say it's our default thinking, how we think about ourselves and the world around us. And these beliefs actually have psychological and physiological consequences. So I want to give you an example of a physiological consequence. Imagine you're in a shopping mall and you have to look after a little one, your child or a niece or a cousin. The next moment you turn around and that child is gone. Now you start calling the child's name. You go to the next aisle, the child is not there. You go to the other aisle, the child is not there. Now something changed. Your heartbeat changed. Your breathing changed. Your hands become sweaty. You call the child's name. You really get anxious. You call out louder and louder, and there is the child next to the toy section. So what has happened? In a split second, you send a message to your brain, and you created the worst case scenario. You saw the news headlines. You remember the articles that you read just last week. In a split second, your body had a physiological reaction to that. And that's actually how anxiety works. So Dr. Maltz said, we act according to the image we create. I'm going to repeat it. We act according to the image we create. Because this is the thing. Our brains can't differentiate between the reality and what we tell our brains the reality is. Our brains believe us. So you can put a lot of nonsense in there. So be careful for reoccurring negative thoughts. Be careful for what you tell yourselves about yourself and about the world around you. What do you think it does to your body over 30 years if you keep on sending negative thoughts to your brain? We act according to the image we create. So lecturers, parents, and our dear graduates, be kind to yourself. You also mentioned it. Back to the findings of Dr. Torrance's longitudinal study. After 30 years of researching the beyonders, he identified the following characteristics. And hopefully, in 30 years from now, we can tick those boxes if we look at your life. First of all, they love what they do. Secondly, they had a clear purpose. Number 3, and listen very carefully to this, they had a tolerance for mistakes. So they love what they do, they had a clear purpose, they had a tolerance for mistakes. Number 4, they were okay with being different. He said it's so interesting when he interviewed these people. Most of them said, you know, from a young age, I felt different. And I was actually okay with it. Number 5, they had a sense of mission in life. Number 6, they had high energy levels. I don't know if you've seen people with low energy levels. Usually they don't accomplish a lot. And then, lastly, my husband said I must actually not say that, but anyway, I did. I believe, there's an Afrikaans saying, gevrakte mense, so I don't know. Gevrakte mense. Anyway, lastly, they had courage. Courage to be creative. So my dear guests of honor, our graduates, I wish someone told me the following when I was your age. So I'm going to give you a few pointers that you can put in your imaginary survival kit. I wish they told me that the safety net as you know it at the moment will fall away. And in a certain sense, you will have to create your own safety net. And don't be surprised if that safety net consists mostly of your friends and colleagues. So put in your survival kit, teamwork and building relationships. And the word building is an action word, is a verb. So it takes effort to build relationships. And with this, find a community. You know, even if it's your church or the action cricket or just friends, find a community. It will help. Secondly, and I think you know this, things don't always work out the way we planned. So I can't emphasize enough flexibility and creativity. Number 3, be kind to yourself. Life can be tough, you know. You have only one name, so protect it with dignity and integrity. Number 4, have courage. But I know this is easier said than done. So I believe the opposite of courage is fear. So maybe you must just first unpack your fears. Look it in the eye, ask where does this come from, and then try to have courage again. Number 5, speak your truth, but with clarity and kindness. Don't beat around the bush. But I believe if you communicate with clarity, it will limit the opportunities for other people to make assumptions. And lastly, there's a lot of stupid people out there. You can't change them. So I beg you, please don't waste too much energy on them. We can't change people, but we can inspire them. When Dr. Torrance asked young children to come up with their understanding of what creativity is, this is what they said. And I have to say, I read this and I thought, goodness, what did these kids have for breakfast? Because they're very clever. Anyway, the one said, creativity is singing in your own key. The other one said, so beautiful, creativity is plugging into the sun. And a 10-year-old boy said, creativity is looking at the world with a fresh pair of eyes. Graduates, we will be watching the space. Sorry, I have a matriculant today, so anyway. Life is waiting for you with open arms or open hands. So have the courage to look at the world with a fresh pair of eyes. Thank you.
Nothing is as heartwarming as seeing a mother getting teared up over the success of a child. I'm also tearing up as I stand here. Before we get into the announcements of results, I think what Mr. Pleur was trying to say is, go out there and live. 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 You've put a lot of things on hold. Live and make life out there. Make a difference to someone else. For the past 5 years, for the past 3 years for the oral hygienist, you've lived a very structured life. When you arrived here, anatomy took your body parts apart. And then physiology forced you to put them together so you understand how body systems work. And then pharmacology made you feel drugged by all the formulas. And even if you studied anesthesiology, nobody ever gave you a moment to just be out. Then DMS made sure that you practice ethically, whether you liked it or not. Periodontology dug deep into your pockets until you gave something up. Odontology extirpated and debrided you of all laziness. M-Force extracted knowledge out of you by force. And if you tried to hide and you were not in line, orthodontics made sure you were well aligned. Prosthodontics prepped you and took a lot of structure off of you and made sure that we cement all the knowledge inside. And there was a sweet moment when radiology made sure to capture every moment through imaging and reports. Now that you're ready, ComDent says, go out and reach. So now that you're out of structure, you're going out there to live a life that is unscripted. But before you go, we just want to acknowledge you that each and every one of those holes that you fell in, be it odontology, be it anesthesiology, be it pharmacology, be it whatever that it was, today we are here to acknowledge those who allowed themselves to be extirpated, debrided, and aligned. And on that note, I would like to call Prof. Van Wyk, who's the Assistant Director of Oral Hygiene, to announce the prizes and the results and the medals. I think thereafter she will be followed by Professor Posma, who's the Program Manager for Education.
Good morning to our Dean, Deputy Deans, our HRDs, lecturers, dignitaries, our sponsors, and of course our graduates and their family and their friends that's here today. It's a great honor for me to introduce you to the oral hygiene class of 2023 and to announce the prizes. I can ask the students, can you please, as you line up, you'll see there's a little cross. So please stand there. I think the HODs knows, the sponsors knows. I will call you by name if you can come and congratulate our graduates that are receiving prizes today. If I say prize, you will receive one prize. If I say prizes, please remain standing up to, I will say, that's it. Thank you. A round of applause. All right. Okay, so we know him as Daniel. So Daniel Cho, I'm sorry, I still can't pronounce after all these years your full name, but you're Daniel, so you can come. So Daniel passes the course and he receives the third prize on an oral presentation on a topic in oral hygiene, and this prize is sponsored by Prime Dental. Right, Kayla Gates. Don't have to look so nervous. Right, Kayla passes and she receives the Best Overall Performance in Radiography prize, which is sponsored by Plan Mecca. So if there are sponsors of Plan Mecca, you could also come to the front, please. Ashley Causa. Okay, so Ashley passes the course and she receives the following prizes. So Ashley receives the Best Performance in Community Service, or as we call it, the Eugenie Brevis Prize. And Ashley also receives the Periodontics Prize for the Best Performance in Periodontics, which is sponsored by Merridale Colgate. Okay, I think we can give a round of applause again to Ashley. Yeah. So I can just say, Ashley, you can take the smaller one. I'll tell you after one is yours to keep, and the other one, but take it for the photos. Yes, because I'm sure everybody wants photos afterwards. Right. Kusaletsu Lesenyane. Congratulations, Puseletsu. You are through, you passed the course, and you will obtain your degree. Kagiso Malefu. You look very pretty. So Kagiso passes and she receives the following prizes. Kagiso receives the Best Performance in Clinical Oral Hygiene, which is sponsored by Wright Milners. Kagiso also receives the Comprehensive Patient Management Prize for the Best Performance in Comprehensive Patient Management, sponsored by GoodX. Then for the big one. So, Kagiso receives the Best Overall Performance during the Oral Hygiene Program, which is sponsored by UAHASA, and this means she is first position in the class. Congratulations. I always have tissues and Coke. You know. Yes, that would look nice. Okay, one more photo. And we have a wheelbarrow outside. So. Nayo Mataludi. I think you're saying you're like, yeah, you can do your dance of joy. So Nayo, congratulations, you passed the degree. Lindu Mukongwe. Lindu passes and she receives the first prize on an oral presentation on a topic in the field of oral hygiene, and this prize is sponsored by Prime Dental. Pasha Ramusedi. Is it Tumelu first? Okay, I don't know. But then let's do Tumelu first. Doesn't matter. Tumelu. Tumelu passes. Congratulations. And what did Dr. Ida say? You look fly, my man. You look fly. All right, now it's Lungelu, right? Hey, Charlie. So Lungelu receives the following prize. The prize for the best final year student in orthodontics. This prize is sponsored by Dentarum, and Lungelu, you third position in the class. All right, Pasha, now, Pasha Ramusedi. Are you doing your dance? Dance of joy, you said. So Pasha, congratulations, you pass. Okay, Tsegufatsu Pelu. You look also beautiful. So Tsegu, it feels strange to say Tsegufatsu. It feels like I'm really your mom today, right? So Yana, Tsegu receives the following prize. She receives the second prize in an oral presentation on a topic in the field of oral hygiene, sponsored by Prime Dental. Madeline Ramushaba. Congratulations, Madeline, you passed the course. Lindeka Similani. So Lindeka passed and she receives the following prize: the best performance in maxillofacial pathology, sponsored by Argodent. And I can tell you, Lindeka is second position in the class. I think we can all give a round of applause to our ORI June graduates.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's now my turn. It's my honor to announce our graduates, or our soon-to-be graduates. I don't know what to call you, colleagues. Yeah, it was a long road. You probably achieved one of the hardest things that you will ever achieve in your life. So today is a celebration of that. And after this, you're going to take an oath, and you're going to accept the responsibility that you've placed on yourselves by enrolling for this very hard thing that you started off a while back. And I can still fondly remember those days when I was quite involved with first-year students when most of you entered in this course. And I can still remember the days, and it feels like yesterday. But time has passed quickly, so congratulations. So I hope you've listened to all the speakers. They're all saying similar things. So start believing in yourselves, because your journey in life only starts now, when you assume this responsibility for the people we are going to care for. All right, so I'm going to do similar to what Prof van Wyk did. I'm going to call you forward. So if there are sponsors, please also come forward. I just want to hear, is there somebody from SADA already at the front? Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to start. So first person, Munir Abdul Shakur. Please come forward. Munir passes the course, so congratulations, Munir. Lulama Biela. Lulama passes the course. Congratulations, Lulama. Nicole Brink. Nicole receives the following prize for the best performance in clinical periodontics by SASPIO. Congratulations, Nicole. Nicole passes the course and she obtains 5th place in the class. Janne Buys. Janne passes the course and she obtains 6th place in the class. Congratulations, Janne. McDonald Shipape. McDonald passes the course. Congratulations, McDonald. Sidara Shetty. Sidara passes the course. Congratulations. Latifa Kosa. Latifa passes the course. Congratulations, well done. Raiza Dangor. Raiza passes the course. Congratulations. Celine de Jong. Celine passes the course and obtains the 7th place in the class. Congratulations. Ben Johan de Klerk. Ben Johan receives the following prize: the gold medal from the South African Dental Association for conspicuous leadership qualities, character and sportsmanship. Congratulations, Johan. Carly de Wet. Carly passes the course. Congratulations. Ferlin Flusk. Ferlin passes the course. Congratulations, Ferlin. Bella Gomez. Okay, so Bella receives the following prizes, so hold on to your hats. So the first one is a bronze medal from the South African Dental Association in maxillofacial pathology. She also receives the prize for the best performance in the theoretical aspects of orofacial surgery. She also receives the book prize for the best performance in clinical orthodontics. She also She also receives the prize for the best performance in pedodontics by Wright Milners. She shares the prize for the best performance in dental materials, also sponsored by Wright Milners. She also receives the prize for the best performance during the final year of study in maxillofacial pathology. Prize sponsored by Ivodent. Bella also receives a gold medal from the South African Dental Association for conspicuous leadership, qualities, character, and sportsmanship. She will receive her degree cum laude. And she obtained second place in the class. Yazira Hasim. Or do I have that the wrong way around? Rafia, please come forward. Rafia passes the course. Congratulations. Yazira Hasim. Yazira passes the course. Congratulations as well. So I think the next person is Komotso Shlongwani. He's unfortunately unable to make it today, but congratulations, Komotso. Jobadan, are you here? Jobadan Islam, she's also not here. Congratulations to Jobadan as well. Kayla Jonker. Kayla passes the course. Congratulations. Leila Khan. Leila passes the course. Congratulations, Leila. Usisiwe Kumalo. Usisiwe passes the course. Congratulations. Andrea Creer. Andrea passes as well. Congratulations, Andrea. Bongani Marule. Congratulations, Bongani. You've passed the course. Tandi Matatu. Tandi passes the course. Congratulations. Sisipo Maambi. Congratulations, Sisipo. You have passed. Maria Mukhale. Maria receives the following prize. Book prize for the best performance in clinical orthodontics. So congratulations. Swarelo Mokhosi. Congratulations, Swarelo, you have passed the course. Fana, Ntlanta yetu, Ntuli. Congratulations, you have passed the course. Asiwe Nto. Asiwe obtained the 9th place in the class, so congratulations, Asiwe. CJ Marburg. CJ will receive the degree cum laude. And he obtains the 4th place in the class. Shivani Nades. Shivani passes the course. Congratulations, Shivani. Nyasha Nduku. Congratulations, Nyasha. Lana Nell. Lana receives the following prizes. So there are 2 bronze medals. So the first one is for orthodontics and then also for orofacial surgery. All right, so she will receive her degree cum laude, and she obtains the 3rd place in the class. Tomia Nanova. Tomia passes the course, so congratulations. So I'm not sure who's going to come up next because so can we, okay, so Tendu, Netsi Damboni. Tendu passes the course, congratulations. Nyabulo Nyama. Nyabulo receives the following prize. The best performance in clinical orofacial surgery, and he obtains the 8th place in the class. Lezuku Njia. Congratulations, Lezuku, you have passed the course. Nandipa Nocha. Congratulations, Nandipa, you have passed the course. Zara Noor Muhammad. Congratulations, Zara, you have passed. Ashish Philippe. Congratulations, Ashish. You finally made it. Bloemkou Potswayo. Congratulations, Bloemkou. You have obtained your degree. Sharissa Potgieter. Congratulations, Sharissa. You've made it. Marcel Prinsloo. Marcel passes the course. Congratulations, Marcel. Ngomeka Somkala. Congratulations, Nomeka. You have passed the course. Femke Swanepoel. Okay, so Femke is also going to stand here for a short while because she's also going to receive quite a number of prizes. So also hold on to your hats. So there's going to be 5 bronze medals. So they're all from the South African Dental Association. So the first one is public oral health, then odontology, prosthodontics, comprehensive patient management, and periodontology. Femke also receives the prize for the best performance in endodontics, sponsored by Wright Milners. Also for the best performance in basic restorative dentistry. She also shares the prize for the best performance in dental materials, all by Wright Milners. She also received the prize for the best performance in diagnostic imaging by Planmeca. She also receives a prize for the best performance in public oral health, a Colgate voucher. And then she receives the prize for the best performance in the final year by Wright Milners. So the next one is a big one. So the next one is the highest award that you can receive in dentistry. So this is the gold medal by the South African Dental Association for exceptional achievement in an academic career. Femke will receive a degree cum laude and she obtains the first place in the class. Mpoyanga Takwana. Congratulations, Mpoyanga, you have passed the course. Katulu Chitande. Congratulations, Katulu. You've made it. Luandri van Vieren. Luandri obtained the 10th place in the class. Congratulations, Luandri. And last but not least, Mlungisi Zondu. Congratulations, Lungisi. You have made it. Thank you. So I just want to say a final word. Congratulations to everybody who has made it, BOH and BCHD. You thoroughly deserved it. So like I said, life starts here, and listen to that oath that you're going to take in a short while from now, and let it sink in and go and apply that to wherever you go. So congratulations, and celebrate with the people who supported you throughout this journey.
Congratulations to all our soon-to-be doctors and oral hygienists. As you were walking down, a lot of memories were flooding my mind. I was thinking about the encounters in the clinic, the 4 to 6 sessions I spent with my mentees, going through things, discussing cases, and here you are today. It has paid off. Congratulations. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very proud of you. I suddenly realized that I forgot to say something about oral pathology, so I thought, you know what, that's because you only see blue and red. I was sitting here, according to Google, an oath is a formal promise, or something else which the taker should consider sacred, or to act as a witness to the oath taker's sincere intention to fulfill that promise. And I want to hold on to those words. Sincere intention to fulfill that promise. And on that note, I will call Professor Shangasi, our head of school, to come and lead you in the declaration of oath.
Graduates, I would like to make a request as we enter into this solemn moment that you try and clear your minds of any thoughts that might hinder you from hearing yourself make the oath. And I would like you to say this oath slowly, internalizing every word and every sentence that you're going to utter, because it is that important. I will lead you in your oath. Just remember to say your degree, whether you're oral hygiene or Bachelor of Dental Surgery, and your name. So may I request that you rise, please. And get those pens ready in front of you. At the end of the oath, I'm going to request that you sign, you attach your signature to the document. Are we all attentive and ready? Okay, here we go. On receiving my degree, in I say your names, please. Do solemnly promise to practice my profession with honesty and integrity. Treat my patients to the best of my knowledge and ability, and never to intentionally cause them harm. Treat my patients to the best of my knowledge and ability, and never to intentionally cause them harm. Continue to improve my professional knowledge in order to provide the best service to my patients. Treat all information regarding my patients obtained in my professional capacity and strictly confidential. Treat all information regarding my patients obtained in my professional capacity as strictly confidential. Do nothing to lessen the high esteem in which my university is held. And be worthy of my profession. Thank you. You may sit. I now declare you properly inducted.
It's about time you started practicing how to sign. You're about to start signing things in banks, you know. A couple of students came to my office to say goodbye, and my head of department went past. And while we were talking about how, you know, this degree is yours and well done, you've done it, and Professor Sykes chipped in and said, you know, one of the most exciting things about being doctor is when you get into the bank and they give you that credit card with the title doctor on it. All I can say is, yes, do go get them. Muni no homes swipe to te roi asni as a belief. Because when you start paying, it's a problem. Okay, before I allow our graduates who are now newly inducted, and I hope you've signed, I want to share a little story before we go to the student representatives. I was the second group to go into community service, 2001. I think prior to 2000, there was no group of dentists. You qualified, you opened your practice wherever. But from the year 2000, community service started, and I was the second group in 2001. So I was posted in a very outward place. It's called Lephalale now. It was Ellisras, and not exactly in town, like right there at the border of Tabazimbi in Witpoort. And the three major things that were on that road was there was a prison, and there was a hospital, and I think there was an office of, I don't know, it was a office of the municipality or something. So when I arrived there, I found a dental clinic with a chair and nothing else. Right at the back of papers, I found a cow horn. I was sent from pillar to post to go and find instruments that might be somewhere in here, because the last time there was a dentist in the hospital was 1997. So I moved from theater to sterilization unit everywhere, and I couldn't find anything. And eventually, I called the then Dr. Charles Nzwani, who was the head of oral health, and I said, I'm losing my skills sitting here. I cannot read True Love magazine for 3 months. Can we please do something about this situation? And he said, get a driver and come up to me at Polokwane. So he gave me a mobile truck, and he said, I think you can do something. There were handpieces in there, there was a scaler, and there were no instruments. So I came back into the village, and with the truck driver, we were driving the mobile, and as we entered the gate, the old ladies in the village, they ululated, and they said, finally, something is going to happen. The following day, Casualty called me and said, we have a patient for you. Can you please come and see? So I went, and they made the patient to sit in Casualty. I went in the morning, I plugged the truck in, and they told the patient, you may now go sit outside, your doctor is ready for you. So I went back inside to get instruments, and as I walked back in, I found a prisoner in chains, and he looked at me and he said, Sawona Dr. Mabebeza. For those of you who don't know what Mabebeza is, it's a term of endearment, like babe. And he needed to be referred to a tertiary hospital. Nevertheless, his oral hygiene was not in a great state. So I scaled him, I gave him antibiotics, and I made referrals. And I said, I will see you when you come back from George Mokari. He said, yes, I will see you then. I don't know what he said in prison, but the following day when I woke up in the morning, I found 7 prisoners standing outside going, and they all said in unison, Sawona Dr. Mabebeza. So go out and serve your community with pride. Those guys, they brought my skill back after I had sat for so long in the hospital. Ultimately, the clinical manager came, gave me a big book, and that's where my skill in procurement started. By the time I left, I hadn't treated many patients, but I had stocked up and equipped a full dental clinic. And on that note, I'd like to call Dr. Mabebeza Johan de Klerk. The representative of the class of 2023 BCHD, to come and give us a few words, and I'd like him to be followed by another Mabebeza, Ms. Njali Njali, to represent the oral hygienist. Mr.
All right, so a few days ago, I found out I needed to come and give a speech at oath-taking. And I told myself it's fine, I have a few days not doing much. And in true student fashion, I only finished it last night. So, yeah, it's been a long road. I mean, not just for my colleagues and I, but for friends, family, the lecturers and supervisors that showed us the path along the way. I think the supervisors in particular had to, kind of have a lot of patience with us over the years. I mean, especially when we got into the clinics, we didn't know where anything was, what we were doing. I remember in my first Odo session, I was so flustered, I light keyed the etchant. So wasn't a good look. And one of my very first patients, I needed to make a denture for this patient. And eventually I got to the point where I was delivering this denture, and my supervisor on the day has a look at the denture, pulls me to the side and asks if they could take a picture of this denture. Now, being new to the clinics and being a bit naive, I thought that was a good thing. And I thought I had done such a good job that they wanted to keep record of it. And in that same session, I then found out that that denture ended up being a remarkable example of what not to do when making a denture. So it was a very humbling experience, and I think overall that's kind of a good summary of the past, half a decade that we've been here. It's been a humbling experience. I don't necessarily want to stand here and wax poetic about how the past few years have just been fun and games and smiles, because it was a lot of work, So, recently after exams, I also look like this. So recently after exams, I just kind of at my house, and I was relaxing, and I was watching some boxing movies. And thank you. If I can maybe have the Coke as well after. But I was watching a movie, and I'd watched this movie back in first year, and it's the Rocky movies, boxing movie, for those who know. And in one of the movies, he talks about how nothing hits quite as hard as life, and that it'll knock you down and it'll keep you there. And it has been a very long 6 years for me. And I did not think that I would ever stand here in front of you guys, but we made it. Here we are. And yeah, I mean, just props to you guys. I mean, we had, like, time and time again, I mean, it'd be a Friday afternoon. We'd be tired. You just got out of the session an hour late. You already wrote a test that morning that you didn't really know what you were doing. And, you'd be exhausted, and you'd go home, and you'd come back on Monday, and, you'd come back with a coffee in hand and a smile on your face, and you try again. And it was, the resilience and the care and the heart and the courage that you guys showed over the past few years was inspiring, And I'm so glad that I got to be part of your group and that I got to share these experiences with you. And I think I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. I think the best part about this is it was a lot of hard work to get to this point, but because of the nature of the profession, because you're seeing patients every day and you're touching people's lives, along the way you're making the world a better place. You're giving people a reason to smile. And for everyone that supported us along the way, thank you. And to the class of 2023, well done.
So if my tears dare come out, you better stay inside. Right. Yeah, man. It's such a surreal moment. I think just firstly, I just obviously just want to greet everyone in their respective occupants, the dean, a true man of distinction that I personally know. I just want to say thank you for everything you do for the school, for the residences, and just, for the institution as a whole. And everyone else in their gowns, the parents, to the guardians, and obviously to the graduates. Usually I would say, my name is Lungelo Nchalinjala, I'm a third year student, and that's not happening here. Yeah, we're not here now. We're here now. So firstly, I think Johan has opened the floor for a very reflective session for us all to look back into what we have achieved thus far and the journeys we've encountered. So for me, in first year I had long hair, and now I speak, I'm bald. So this goes to show the effect of time and journey, that time will always move on, and the journey you always create. We will look back to this day probably 2 months back, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 2 decades ago, where maybe some of us might be back in academia, some of us in private practice, some of us in government institutions, and wherever the world find us, we step in. So I was also told that I'm going to speak like 6 hours ago. So true student fashion, I tried to wing it in on my way to the ceremony. So I say, from the oral hygiene side, first of all, we are a very small and intimate group. It has always been. It's just the 14 of us. So for me, I got to build strong bonds and relationship with each one of you. And, it just puzzles me, first of all, how beautiful you guys look today outside scrubs. And obviously this will be the life going forth. And we sit here as the class of oral hygiene with one heavily loaded phrase. Very simple phrase, but it's heavily loaded. That prevention is better than cure. And we can never seem to fathom the amount of content and trueness that's in that phrase, because it's just, it manifests across everywhere, be it in medicine, be it in your life choices, that you always want to take precaution before you endeavor in whatever goal that you set yourself in. So we are the forefront healthcare professionals that are here for prevention. Because to be honest, if we are here, they don't have jobs. Literally. They don't have jobs. They'd rather go for a specialty or just refer some patients to you guys. But I just want us to just also take back a moment to see the amount of effect and need we are in the community. We do not want to always come with treatment action, but rather just prevent. And we do such an amazing job in the community. I mean, we've done within the institution or in dental hospital, we've done within our outreaches we've taken together, and we'll continue to do so as we embark on our professional journeys. So just an honorable mentions to the lecturers. I just want to say, as the class of oral hygiene, we thank you for your careful guidance, your unwavering dedication and passion, and your patience into shaping us to being skillful oral health practitioners. We thank you for letting us grow within the profession and our personal selves. We promise to also give back to the community as you have done on us. We promise to come join you, maybe in academia, maybe outside private. Please hire us. Private, to meet you in government places, and to always give back. And we also wish you well on your guys' personal endeavors in furthering your education, be it personal life, or just making this institution of the University of Pretoria School of Dentistry a highly esteemed place. So thank you so much. To the BCHD class of 2023. Thank you for all the professional and personal relationships that we as a class of oral hygiene got to spend with you guys and actually create. The bonds that were created during the pillow paper train that live forever. Stay back. Stay back. And if they come, I'll just let them come. Thank you for allowing us into the space that we both occupy, to promise to treat every patient and get them the desired satisfaction they need within dental treatment, be it whatever treatment they need. Thank you for all the lekker cares by the dental socials. Thank you for having TBW with us, because we all know how hard completing dual entry principles were. And now we are dual exit principles. I was hoping that joke landed, eh? We also just want to wish you well on your guys' dental professions and careers. Obviously, to learn so much and build your own journey. I know we are going to meet in the near future. We probably might work together, be in academia together. I know our paths are always going to collide somewhere in the near future, somewhere in the far future. So thank you so much for sharing the space with us. Good luck with the rest of your guys' careers and personal lives. Everyone has created a personal bond with each and one of you, and I hope it continues as such. And guys, you're looking beautiful, and congratulations. To another honorable mention, Ashish Phillips. Or, as we call him, Ash. Ashish, I love you. So much so. Thank you for being under your leadership while we embarked on the Dental Housecom together as my chairperson. Mostly so, thank you for making it your sole mission and goal to bridge the gap that was in OH and BCHD. Because to us to target a problem, we have to acknowledge the problem. And you did, and we all saw it. And whatever you did, you wanted to just bridge the gap and make sure there wasn't no separation whatsoever. And I just want to say you did so well, my good sir. As I said, we've got to build personal relationships with the BCHD students, people that I never knew I would click so much with, different personalities, fun people, because you brought the same environment throughout everyone. We enjoyed Partner Cook, we enjoy all the dental socials, and I just want to implore you and commend you so much for doing such a great job. You always be a very special person to my heart. Now I've got to know so many special people too, including Johan, Yasira, Leila, Pete, everyone, CJ, I can name you all. It's so great to have got to meet you guys because you just allowed for that space. So I want us to take a time to actually implore you and applaud you for such an amazing work. And lastly, to my fellow classmates, it's just the 13 of us, 14 with me. Guys, thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for all the memories we've built together, the journey, the outreach programs, the different, lives we've touched together, the ups, the downs, the last minute cramming we did at the CVT labs together. Thank you so much for having someone just printing out notes, just tell us, guys, remember this late. Kayla, I know you printed nice notes. Thank you. Guys, I can't explain how much proud I am of you guys. I want to wish you well on your guys' endeavors. We will meet, obviously, in the near future. Please, your journey starts now. As I said, the effect of time. We will all look back to this day while you guys are probably in different, professions maybe, or you've, exceeded all your academics, different countries, different spheres that you guys might find yourself in. So I want you to say, good luck, good luck, good luck. I know we're in the group, so guys will speak for the rest of time. I love you guys so much. And just one more honorable mention, and I'd like to deviate a little bit with the language. My aunt, who's a 62-year-old woman working as a domestic worker from the age of 16, she's up there. Mamkhulu, ngiyakuthanda kakhulu. Ngiyabonga yonke into yenza kimi. Ngiyayibonga. Inyembezi zakho aziwi phansi. Ungena, you work Sunday to Sunday in different houses as a domestic worker to make sure I have everything that I need. And I just want to thank you so much. Ngiyabonga kakhulu mamkhulu, inkosi ikubusise. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you to the institution for such a beautiful ceremony. And one last thing to my class of 2023, time.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have almost come to the end of our wonderful ceremony, and I want to really sit here and acknowledge. But before I do, I just wanted to throw in this last one. Remember when I spoke about never ever look the way you feel? If never ever look the way you feel was a person, Luyolonjia is it. This guy. He looked neat every day. Even when he played with acrylic, he was clean. So, I just want to tell you that today is not the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a new one. And by the way, Mr. Nchalinchali, while you were trying to keep your tears back, you don't know what you did. You just hit Prof. Posma on the back, and he just came pouring down. Today does not mark the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a new one. I had 2 patients die on me in prosthodontics when I was an undergrad for different reasons. I didn't kill them. But, and that got me behind. And I literally delivered my balanced lingualized occlusion on a Hano articulator the day before I wrote my pros exam. And I thought to myself, this subject, enough. Never ever did I know that years down the line I'd be passionate to specialize in it. So here you are today, and you might be thinking, never and never again. Go take a break. I promise you, you will be back. Okay. As we come to the end, I'd like to acknowledge the following people. I'd like to acknowledge our dignitaries. No wonder, I'm sure you had very busy schedules all the time, but we appreciate you so much coming here to celebrate and to celebrate the work of your hands. Whenever you go out there and you convince the government to give us more money, it's for us, and we thank you for that. Whenever you request for facilities, it's for us, and we thank you for that. Prof. Shangase, when you promise them to, can we please have more budget for materials and equipment? This is the result of all your hard work and your pleading. And I'm hoping that tomorrow they will come back to give back to research, Professor Mashamba Thompson. And I just want to acknowledge all of you. I want to especially acknowledge the parents, Mamkhulu, for working so hard Sunday to Sunday, and all the other parents. I know that we have circumstances. I always used to say, behind every child here in university, there's probably a parent shuffling benches at Capitec coming to us for money. That's the life that we come from. And I want to thank all the parents. I want to thank all the spouses. I want to thank financiers. You might not be a parent, you might be a brother. Sometimes they call it black tax. I don't call it tax at all. I believe it's building a legacy. You might be the one who was the eldest at home to get a smaller profession, and yet you were able to push so many siblings through school, and maybe you're watching the first one, you're watching the last one. And I just want to say thank you so much for the sacrifices you've made. I hope they didn't ask you to give them money for porcelain fused to metal, because there's nothing like that, okay? I hope they didn't ask you for money for a labial bow, because there was nothing like that. But I am sure that wherever you brought, you made a difference, and today you see the fruits of it. I'd like to acknowledge guardians. I'd like to acknowledge siblings who supported spouses. I want to acknowledge the Office of Karen Dupree, our faculty manager. She's the reason we're going to eat nice just now. Okay. And the reason why we have this beautiful occasion today. I'd like to thank the marketing team. Dineo, you're a slave driver, and I love you for it. Thank you so much for everybody. She put us in order. She should be in orthodontics. She should align us. I also want to take special acknowledgement. There's somebody who has been with us for many years, and he has made an impact in the education of these students in endodontics, Professor Martin Foster, who is leaving us. Just wave so we can see you. Professor Martin Foster, Dr. Samantha Arnold, who is no longer here with us. They have traveled this journey. I personally am surely going to miss you, but I don't think as much as the students do. Oh yes, Dr. Arnold is there at the back. You have made an impact in the life of the students and us as lecturers. Your patience, you know, your heartfelt, your composure while you dealt with students, no matter what came your way. And we want to thank you for the contribution you brought into the students, and we wish you well in your new journeys. And last but not least, to our wonderful, wonderful graduates, go out and celebrate, but celebrate responsibly. I still want to see you. I still want to see you. So don't spin the golf, please. Just go out there, celebrate, and be proud of yourselves, of what you have done. Take a moment and say, I'm grateful for having gone through this experience. I hope to see you coming to specialize in prosthodontics one day. And on that note, I would just like to thank everybody. I now declare officially, but before I do, my son likes to play hip hop. I'm not really a fan, but now and then he plays a catchy song. So he would play a catchy song in the car in the morning as we're going, and he wouldn't realize he's ministering to me as a registrar. And the song would go something, I'm all the way up, I'm all the way up, I'm all the way up, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. So from now on, just like your online learning system, click up, please, all the way up, okay? I declare this officially closed. Congratulations. Okay, so one last thing that I forgot that we should do. We are South Africans after all. I am going to ask that we all stand up. We are going to sing the national anthem. All the way up is not it. Immediately after we sing the national anthem, I would like that we all remain seated as we allow the dignitaries to please go out first. And then from there, our graduates, you can then follow, and the parents, so that we can go and have some refreshments outside. Okay. I don't know, media team, are we getting a tune, melodica?
vigitur